what first and foremost, the Empire of Morocco is a centralized government, and the internal states. I guess you could say, they play their part of, governing um, the several geographical locations, outside of where the actual empire, is. I think we spoke about that the last interview we have, difference between a kingdom and an empire. An
Hmm.
empire, it crosses borders. So, due to the empire crossing borders at such a broad space, it needs states, or it needs governments, all over this geographical landmass. So, as an example, I'm in Texas. The internal state here in Dempsey, it will govern all the Moors that are here in this landmass. You're in Oregon. Your particular internal Moroccan states, it governs that particular landmass. You're the governor of New Mecca. You deal with the governor of Oregon, as well as the municipalities, all the counties, townships. So, with your internal Moroccan states, it governs all those entities within. Because again, if the empire is quote unquote geographically, the main hub located somewhere else, as an example, the District of Columbia, but then, it governs all the 50 union states. You need people, or you need some type of administration in those locations to govern, over the landmass and everything within. So that's a very important part that the internal states of the Empire of Morocco, they play, as well as the main thing, it brings the Moroccan nationality to that particular jurisdiction. Because, as an example that we have in Wyoming, if it's not a government there, the particular Moor that may have watched impact study sessions or ran into this information, they don't have access to get their Moroccan nationality unless, as we came up with, they have to start an actual internal Moroccan state. So internal Moroccan state, it has a variety of duties, that it holds. But again, one of the main things is, being able to govern over the landmass and everything within, as well as the grant Moroccan nationality to the Moors geographically located there.